So, Brother Valen, will you grace me with your presence much longer? Or are you too busy purging the memories of the guardsmen who actually bled for this victory? Must be nice to erase your own mistakes, along with everyone else's memories.
Mistakes? Coming from one of the Argent Shroud? Your order couldn't even defend Ophelia 7 without half the sector intervening. Tell me, sister, does the term strategic retreat mean anything to you? Or is the plan always to die loudly and hope someone notices?
Ophelia 7. At least we defend holy worlds. Where were your vaunted Grey Knights when Cadia fell? Oh, right. Hiding on Titan while the Sisters of Battle and Astra Militarum stared down the Blackstone Fortress. Perhaps you were busy polishing your halberds while the galaxy burned.
Cadia fell because mortals thought they could hold the gate with blind faith and las guns. If we had wasted our strength there, who would have stopped Magnus from desecrating Prospero's ruins and tearing apart Fenris? We don't throw ourselves into battles we've already won, or lost, as the case may be.
Ah, Fenris. Remind me, wasn't it your psychic might that provoked the wolves in the first place? Let's send psychic wards to a chapter that hates psychers. Brilliant strategy, Valen. And what happened? The wolves tore apart your precious Ordo Malleus fleet. You can hardly blame that on faith, though I suppose you'll try.
Better a fleet destroyed than an order duped into kneeling before a false saint. Tell me, do your sisters still speak fondly of the age of apostasy, or is Vandire's betrayal a sore subject? I'd ask how you missed the signs, but it seems blindness is a trait your order excels at.
And yet, despite Vandire, the ecclesiarchy stands strong while your Grey Knights remain a secret, skulking in shadows. Perhaps it's because every time you do act, you leave more questions than answers. How many innocent lives have you wiped clean in your pursuit of purity? Or do you even bother counting anymore?
Innocence? This from the order that burns entire hives to root out heresy? At least when we purge, we leave no doubt. Your sisters torched Van Horn, and for what? A single chaos cult, while the manufactorums they destroyed crippled Imperial forces for decades. Strategic brilliance indeed, sister.
Van Horn was a necessary sacrifice to prevent a greater fall. I seem to recall the Grey Knights once sacrificed an entire world, Orn's world, to stop a single demon. Perhaps you've forgotten that hypocrisy is unbecoming of one who calls himself a servant of the Emperor.
We sacrificed Orn's world to prevent a demon prince from ascending, a necessary evil, whereas your order can't even keep its relics safe. Tell me, sister, how did the fane of St. Balron survive for millennia, only to be desecrated under your watch? Is faith truly so fragile, or are your guards simply that incompetent?
Better to lose a relic in defense of the Emperor than to betray his will entirely. How many times have your Grey Knights allied with Xenos to accomplish your goals? Do you think the Emperor smiles upon your parley with Eldar witches? Or do you simply assume he's too busy to notice?
Allies of convenience, nothing more. At least we do not rely on penitent engines and archoflagellants to fight for us. Your orders claim to champion purity, yet your ranks are bolstered by the broken and the damned. Truly, your faith is inspiring, if only to the desperate.
And yet even our penitent engines display more humanity than your automatons of war. What is it like, Valen, knowing your own minds are shackled by the Emperor's genecraft? No family, no past, no choice, just weapons shaped to kill and then be forgotten. If we are desperate, then you are nothing but tools.
Tools that succeed where your desperation fails. Tell me, how many orders militant have been decimated in the last century? Sacred Rose, lost at Tranquility. Bloody Rose, routed at Menazoid. Martyrdom is admirable, sister. But in the end, it's the Grey Knights who clean up the messes your kind leaves behind.
The Grey Knights may clean up messes, but only because you're too afraid to take risks. The Sisters of Battle face the enemy with faith and fire, while you cower behind your runes and rituals. But do keep chanting your litanies of protection, Valen. Perhaps one day they'll shield you from the truth of your own cowardice.